Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the sensory evaluation in the new product development. I think all of you know about the product development, but do you know what is new product and what is a new product development? I would like to show you about the definition. Fuller talk about new product is a product not previously manufactured by a company and introduced by that company into a marketplace or into a new marketplace. Whilst Weather said that new product is the presentation of rebranding by a company of an established product in a new form, a new package, or under a new label into a market, with not previously explored by the company. The definition of new product development is the process of designing a new product, producing it, bringing it to the market. So the point of new product development is to apply the process to get a new product, which based on the customized procedure, model, and supported by appropriate tools. To bring a significant benefits in terms of production costs, the production quality, and supply chain availability, which is crucial for success and business development. And do you know one way the product development is one of the way to increase the company profitability as well? Sometimes new product development might make you struggle to come up with an idea. So I try to group a different type of new food product and show you in this slide that you can follow. The easy way to start develop a new food product is line extension. This is the way that you use the same of production line, but you add a new type of flavor, like a new flavor of ice cream to create a new product. Or you do the repositioning existing product, like usually you sell oil, production of oil, but you try to create a new production line like mayonnaise or vegetable paste. This is the one way of create a new product as well. The new form or new size, new reformulation of existing product, like using sugar-free or alcohol sugar to increase instead of the sucrose in sugar-free cake. This is also the one way that you can create a new type of product. The repackaging for easy to consumption or using an innovative or creative product. Everything is the way that you can use to new food product developments. But one thing that you must remember is the consumer purchase product because they meet their needs. And consumer increasingly seek the natural, safe, and also the healthy food option. So don't forget to remember this point and use it to develop the product. And it can go a greater in a food market. Both sentence is the real sentence that can always use in the product development. Every manufacturer's dream to have their new product on the shelf as soon as possible to sell it with great success. But the pathway from idea to shelf can be long and winding and leads through the different stage of the product of designing new product. Also, it is not difficult to develop a recipe for a new product, but it is difficult to develop a new product that meets the expectation of the assumed number of consumer and is profitable to sell. So the point of these two sentences is to do a good process to create a new product and can be stand in the market. Many researchers try to create a product process. So I give you an example of Cooper and Sullivan. The product process proposed by Cooper assumes the following stage start from new product idea customer define, project formally opened, development, prototyping, field trial, and finally launch. Sullivan start from ideation, project pre-planning, validation of proof of concept, process optimization and upscaling, commercialization, pre and post approval, and shelf life testing. The commonly used framework listing to the main stage in the new product development process is based on a 4-stage. Opportunity identification, followed by product design and development, testing, and finally introduction and launch. But however, the new product development model use need to be modified in order to better and more effectively support to the food industry. Everyone can apply the listing process to create their own process that fits to their own target. I think now you already know the way to do a new product process. But one point that I would like you to know that consumer not only buy product because of their image, of their comfort or nutrition, but one thing that important that they buy is a sensory properties. That's why the sensory methods are important, integral tools that should be used in a new product development process. So the sensory analysis method can be used at many stages of the design process to assess the quality of the product and the expectation of consumer and their reaction to the product. I know that everyone know about the definition of the sensory evaluation already, but I would like to mention that the sensory evaluation can be used like the other scientific methods. The sensory evaluation can optimize the definition of the problem and test design instrumentation and interpretation of the results. The basic goal while choosing sensory evaluation method is to match the right test with the right question that we want to answer. Here show many types of popular analytical and effective tests used in sensory evaluation. Sometimes you need to know that which sample is different or which sample is differ from the reference. You can apply using discrimination tests like triangle duotio 2 out of 5 to answer this question, or like descriptive analysis to answer that are the product differ and how do they differ as well. Sometimes you don't know that which sample that consumer like the most. You can use pair comparison test to find that answer. Also the ranking test, rank the product by preference as well. Here show the effective test and analytical test that you can apply sensory evaluation methods in a new product development. At the stage of new product development of idea generation, project pre-planning, or validation, you can apply focus group to create an idea or building the lexicon of development in digital eating context of your own product to validate or prove the concept. But for the process optimization and upscaling, you can apply the acceptance test or descriptive analysis to find the optimization of your product. For the commercialization, you can use the sensory acceptance testing or pre and post of shelf life testing before launching product. The consumer testing can help you to know the how much consumer like your product, and you can make a decision that you're going to launch this product or not. Not only the product process that sensory evaluation can be used, but for the product prototype, product concept, or pilot plan, or you want to scale up to your factory, or the reduction by substitution or modifying ingredient, the change of your process, the optimization of product formula, or also the sensory evaluation can support the marketing and marketing research activities. Next, I'm going to show you about the case study that apply using sensory evaluation in new product development. The case study will help you to understand better. Start from the first one, using descriptive analysis and consumer acceptance in new product development. This case study, they try to do the new product development of instant peach drink with encapsulated combination of green tea and turmeric extract as a functional ingredient. So the question is, the final product formula should minimize the bitterness of functional ingredients and maximize the sensory preference from consumer. So there are 2 points that you have to mark down. The first one is to minimize the bitterness of functional ingredient, and look at the second one. The second one is to maximize the sensory preference from the consumer. So this research study including with the 3 parts. Firstly, they apply the factorial experiment to vary the sugar at 5, 10, and 15 percentage. And the second one is vary the functional ingredient at 1, 1.5, and 2%. Then they apply the generic descriptive analysis to find the sensory attribute in product and evaluate the bitterness test. So this bitterness test can answer the first point of question. And lastly, they try to apply the acceptance test by using 9-point hedonic scale. This acceptance test of the product can answer the second point with the maximize the sensory preference from the consumer. This table presenting the result with 9 treatments by vary the percentage of sugar at 5, 10, and 15%, and also the encapsulated co-extract at 1, 1.5, and 2%. For the generic descriptive analysis, show 4 sensory attributes, including the bitterness. You can see with an increasing of sugar content from here 5 to 15. The intensity of bitterness significantly decreased to 1.6 and also 1.1, while an increase of encapsulated co-extract here significantly increased the bitterness taste. So this result will point you to know that an increase of sugar content can decrease the bitterness taste, as well as the overall liking score. An increase of sugar content significantly increased the overall liking, also the other sensory attribute as well. So there are only one formula that can be used as a final product. But this research they developed as a 9 formula. So they try to apply the principal component analysis, or we can call PCA, to group all factors together, including the treatment with the red symbol, the physiochemical analysis in the green symbol, also the hedonic score in blue color, and lastly the intensity, the purple color. The treatment that using 15% of sugar and 1.5% of co-extract show the high liking score. Here, the blue color indicate the high of liking score, including the overall liking, bitterness taste as well, and also the low intensity of bitterness taste. So they select this formula as a final product using 15% of sugar and 1.5% of co-extract. So this is the importance of applying sensory evaluation in the product development. And here is a case study related to the digital context that aids in developing an emotion lexicon as I described to you earlier. As you know that plant-based meat has significantly attention to its potential health benefit, such as reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease, also the cancer. But however, the taste and emotion appeal remain the crucial factor for the consumer. So this research aimed to replace the plant-based meat alternative in a meal and investigate the emotion lexicon of participants by applying the digital context. As you all know that sensory evaluation always take place in a sensory booth, which can control the environment factors such as temperature, air quality, lighting, and also samples. But however, the sensory research in 2023, they found that the sensory booth limit the participant perception, which may not reflect the real life place of consumption. So therefore, they try to create the digitally context to stimulate the sight and sound of actual consumption environment, enabling participants to evaluate the sample while still controlling everything same as using sensory booth. In this research, they create digital context representing two primary consumption settings for consumer of meat. The first one is home eating context and gastropub. From the experimental result, it was found that generated emotion lexicon differ significantly between the two contexts. This table shows you a different emotion lexicon that built from the different environment. Here is an assignment that I would like you to try to apply using sensory evaluation on the product development. And this is the question. The factory intends to broaden its product range beyond ready-to-drink green tea with sucrose by introducing a new variant that promotes health and incorporate one specific function. The goal is to maintain a taste profile similarly to the original product. So could you please try to formulate product development strategy integrating sensory analysis, and after you finish, please send back to my email.